Venturimeter is a device which is used to find the discharge of flow of water. Orifice meter is a device used to measure the rate at which the flow takes place through a pipe. Discharge is basically the volume of water flowing through the pipe for 1 second. That is, how fast the water can be flown from one point to another. Basically, discharge is volume upon time. So to measure the discharge, we need a special device which is to be fit in between the flow of pipe. In this experiment, we will find out the coefficient of discharge, that is CD, which has the formula CD is equal to actual discharge upon theoretical discharge.
Components of venturimeter. A. Cylindrical entrance section. This is the section having the size of a pipe to which it is attached. The venturimeter should be preceded by a straight pipe of not less than 5 to 10 times the pipe diameter and free-form fittings, misalignment and other sorts of large-scale turbulence. B. Converging conical section. The converging takes place at an angle of 21 plus minus 2. The velocity of fluid increases as it passes through the converging section, and correspondingly the static pressure falls. Throat. This is cylindrical section of minimum area. The velocity is maximum and the pressure is minimum. The throat diameter is usually between 1 by 2 to 1 by 4 of the inlet diameter. Length of the throat equals diameter. Diverging section. This is the section in which there is a chance of stream area back to the entrance area. The recovery of kinetic energy by its conversion to pressure is nearly complete, and so the overall pressure loss is small. To accomplish a maximum recovery of kinetic energy, the diffuser section is made within included angle of 5 to 7 degrees. This angle has to be kept less so that the flowing fluid has least tendency to separate out from the boundary of the section.
It is typically made of carbon steel, and the main components of the device are: first, inlet section, a linear segment extending from the device and acts as an end connection for the fluid flowing inside. Second, outlet section, also a linear segment similar to the inlet section where the pressure of the gas or fluid discharge is determined. Orifice plate, present between the outlet and inlet segments and used to generate a pressure drop which enables the measurement of the flow rate. Flow conditioner, installed in the inlet section of the meter tube and is used to enhance the linear flow in the inlet section of the meter tube.
So this is how venturimeter look like. So it has a shape of reduction in area. This reduction in area is used to find the discharge of water. So to understand this, we need to understand the principle of Bernoulli theorem. Bernoulli principle is based upon the law of conservation of energy. That is, energy is conserved and we can convert energy from one form to another. If some liquid is flowing, that is, it has some energy and that won't change. That is, at one pipe of the pipe, the flow of pressure energy, kinetic energy and potential energy is same at another point of the pipe. So on this principle, we will fit a device called venturimeter when there is flow in water. If we can find how much amount of pressure is decreased, we can find the velocity of water, and from that we can find the discharge of water.
Working principle of an orifice meter. It works on the differential pressure measurement principle. The liquid or gas whose flow rate is to be determined is passed through the orifice plate. This creates a pressure drop across the orifice plate which varies with the flow rate, resulting in a differential pressure between the outlet and inlet segment. This pressure drop is measured and is used to calculate the flow rate of the fluid or gas.
Types of venturi tubes. A standard long form or classic venturi tube, a modified short form where the outlet cone is shortened, an eccentric form to handle mixed phases or to minimize buildup of heavy materials, a rectangular form used in ductwork. So there are three major kinds of fittings as follows. Single chamber. As the name suggests, it consists of a single chamber designed for the precise measurement of the flow rate of a fluid or gas. Dual chamber. It is installed in conjunction with downstream and upstream sections. and comes with O-ring seals, eliminating the problem of maintaining the gasket in the device. In addition to this, a valve seal is also available for dual chamber orifice fitting. Now double block and bleed or DBB. It comes with two valves for different chambers, which enhance the operational safety. It also offers a protection from toxic liquids and ensures the longevity of the equipment.
Applications of Venturimeter. Calculating flow rate of fluid in a tube. Setting the flow of gasoline in the ignition system of a motor vehicle. In the field of medicine, Venturimeter is used to measure the rate of blood flow in the arteries.
Now I will tell you about the application of orifice meter. So there are two primary uses of an orifice meter. It is used to measure the flow rate of fluids in their single state, that is gaseous state or liquid state. It can also be used to measure the flow rates of fluid in a mixed state, both gaseous and liquid state, such as wet stream or natural gas with water. It is utilized in the following industries: water treatment plants, natural gas industries, refineries, petrochemical plants, etc.
Comparison between Venturimeter and orifice meter. Venturimeter is expensive and takes time to install, but orifice plates are easy to make and are very cheap in comparison. The head loss in orifice meter is many times greater than with Venturimeters. Orifice plates are more flexible, as installing a new orifice plate to a wider or narrower opening is easier and cheaper than arranging Venturi plates. The ratio of reading Venturimeter to orifice plate is 1:2.58. Orifice plates can be made of a material different than the system of piping, but the material of Venturi tube must be same as that of the piping. Orifice plates are plated between flanges requiring gaskets may leak, but Venturi tubes are welded in the system and there is no leakage at all. This is the reason why the permanent pressure drop is higher in the orifice meter than that of the Venturi meter, as shown in the graph. The apparatus consists of a pipeline containing a Venturi meter, the pressure tapings from the Venturi meter to differential manometer to measure pressure difference. By operating the valves provided at the downstream, the flow can be regulated. Present setup is self-contained water recirculating unit, providing with a sump tank and a centrifugal pump. Flow control valve and bypassing valve are fitted in water line to conduct the experiment on different flow rates. Flow rate of water is measurable with the help of measuring tank and stopwatch.
Firstly, set the manometer pressure to the atmospheric pressure by opening the upper valve. Now start the supply at water controlled by the stop valve. Now one of the valves of any one of the pipe open and close all other three. Take discharge reading for the particular flow. Then take the reading for the pressure head on from the U2 manometer for the corresponding reading of discharge. Now take 3 readings for this pipe and calculate the CD for the instrument using formula. Now close the valve and open valve of other diameter pipe and take 3 readings for this. Similarly, take readings for all other diameter pipe and calculate CD for each. Now for the calculation of CD for the Venturi meter, we have to perform the same set of procedures that we have performed for the orifice meter. Now after performing procedure for both orifice meter and Venturi meter, we have our observation which we have put in our observation table. Here we can see that for the orifice meter, for the pressure difference of 89 mmHg, the time required for 10 cm rise in water is 23.29. Similarly, for 66 mmHg it is 27.98, and for 48 mmHg it is 31.98, and for 34 mmHg it is 37.75. Now for the Venturi meter, here we can see that for the pressure difference of 58 mmHg, the time required for 10 cm rise in water is 20.65 seconds, and for the pressure difference of 42 mmHg, the time required is 24.30 seconds, and for the pressure difference of 27 mmHg, the time required is 3.20 seconds, and for the pressure difference of 16 mmHg, it is 41 seconds. Now after all these observation, we have to calculate the CD for our different observation for orifice meter and venturi meter. Here we can see that the coefficient of discharge for orifice meter does not vary from each others for different observations. But for the venturi meter, for the last observation of pressure difference of 16 mmHg, we can see that there is a large variation in coefficient of discharge, because for the venturi meter the accuracy for a small pressure difference, for here we can see that for the small value of pressure difference of 16, the accuracy for the venturi meter is low. That's why we use orifice meter for the small change in pressure values.
For precautions, first, keep the other valve closed while taking the reading through one pipe. Second, the initial error in the manometer should be subtracted from the final reading. Third, the parallax error should be avoided. Fourth, maintain a constant discharge for each reading. Fifth, the parallax error should be avoided while taking the reading from the manometer.